Hello specimens, I know I'm a little close, I just tapped the camera thing. So if there's a lot of cuts in this video, that's because I've had coffee and I'm a rambler. This video today is about fashion. That's one of the reasons why I picked this shirt. Since I've started losing weight and stuff, I kind of was noticing, like, you know, clothes are starting to fit a little more loosely, but I don't want to go back to what I was wearing before I started losing weight. And I mean, like, before I even gained all this weight. I want to change up my style. And I've always had this interest in vintage wearing, you know, that kind of thing. Just think of that, you know, like 30s, 40s, 50s clothes, not the 20s. I'm not a big fan of the 20s clothing. I mean, it's pretty and everything, but it's just not my style. A lot of people just say, just go to the thrift store. There's a problem. The main thrift store that I go to has more modern clothing, and then I go to like Salvation Armies and stuff, and it's really hard to find anything in there that would fit my personal preferences and or my size. And growing up, I was never really, I never really wore girly clothes. When I was younger, I wasn't quite allowed to wear a lot of dresses, just for everyday wear. And the thing is, like, I was raised by a mom who was a complete tomboy when she was growing up, and so she's not a big fan of girly things, and it's quite obvious. Don't deny it, Mom. You're not a big fan of girly things. So I was raised by a tomboy, and then I had a grandma. Like, I was basically the daughter that she never had. You know, my grandma, and she would buy me some girly clothes and stuff, and I would wear them. But since of course I was somewhat of a tomboy myself, I was a tomboy that also liked to wear dresses. It's kind of weird, but I would destroy those dresses basically until I got a little bit older and I started noting proper etiquette. I think what helped was that I took ballet. They taught me how to sit like a lady, and then of course Princess Diaries came out, and so they showed how to sit like a proper lady in that movie, and so I started learning how to sit like a proper lady, and started, you know, like, how do you act when you're wearing dresses. And then I would wear like jeans and nice tops, and all that stuff. Like, this is my style development, just jeans, nice tops. That was my go-to when I was younger. My gosh, I have a cat hair. That was driving me nuts. I'm sorry. I had a cat hair on my thing, and it's like, I'm trying to look here, but I see the cat hair, and it's like causing this eye to strain. Okay. Anyway, and that's always been my go-to ever since. And what drives me a little crazy about it is that it's the same thing every day. Same thing. Yeah. So whenever we go to church, and I would see a lot of the ladies, they wear dresses to church. And I mean, this isn't a church that enforces women to dress up, but I like dressing up. That's my thing. I like to look nice. I like to present myself nicely. When I'm on here, I don't care what I wear, really, as long as it's not like revealing or anything like that in a certain way. And I like to dress nicely when I go out. It's not dressing up. Comparatively, it is kind of dressing up, but it's not dressing up. I like to dress nicely when I go out. Makeup or no makeup, I at least like to look presentable. I like to look a little more professional type of thing. And since when I gained a bunch of weight, I started not doing that because for one, it's really hard to go out shopping. I don't have a car or a license. My husband has the car and he has a license, but I don't have a license yet. I really hope to get my license at some point. Hopefully this next year. Before my birthday because my permit expires. But this is nasty coffee. Anyway, so I just, it's hard to go out shopping, and plus I don't like to spend money behind my husband's back unless it's like for a gift for him, you know. So I don't like to buy clothes without letting him know or asking his permission, because he's the one that brings in the dough, okay? He's the one that makes the money, and I don't like doing it without his permission. So a lot of the times he's like, no, can't, can you wait? Can you wait because of this type of thing or this type of thing? And it's, so like, we don't argue about money or anything like that. So it's a little bit bothersome whenever I see him come home with ducks, decoys, or duck as in the meat, or hunting gear, or, you know, but this is stuff that's for his hobby, and his hobby is hunting. He likes to go hunting, and it's, you know, he's like, this is stuff that I actually need for my hobby if you want me to get anything. So it's understandable, but it's still a little bothersome. It's like, you know, I'm starting to swim in my clothes, you know. And yeah, so I've, like, whenever I go to my parents, I start digging through my old clothes that I had there, like, you know, donate, but they've been sitting there. So I start digging through them, and I'm starting to grab some of my old clothes. But there's some that, you know, there's a part of me that's like, you know, this is from a life, you know, this is from a time that it's not me anymore. And I'm starting to wear more of these types of clothes where it's just like, just throw them on, you know, and it's starting to bother me, you know. And if I had all the money in the world, I would wear old-fashioned vintage clothing. You know, I follow a few vintage bloggers. You know, they live the vintage lifestyle, and like they dress that way, and they put their makeup on that way. They pin curl their hair every day, or they just, or if they don't want to pin curl it, they tie it up into a French twist, or, you know, that kind of thing. They wear those types of clothes, and I want to do that too. It makes me want to do that too, because I'm very old-fashioned, and I'm a housewife, and it's not like I feel like I should dress the part, but I want to dress the part. I want to dress the part of a housewife, of a very classy housewife with old values and everything like that, you know? And I just dream of it, but my wallet doesn't allow it. And it's very hard to find. Like, I would find the dresses online, but my husband keeps telling me, remember the last time you bought a dress online? It didn't fit and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but still, like, 90% of the time when I do buy dresses online, they fit, because I take down my measurements, and I write down what the measurements are, and I read the measurements and stuff, and I order a size up, because generally, you know. So I get really irked and stuff, and I really want to wear those clothes. And then I think about some of the times that I wear dresses and stuff, and when I get home, there's stuff for me to do. I take off the dresses and I put on just regular sweatpants and a t-shirt and just do housework and stuff. And so it's like, I figure, like, what's the point? I want to wear something nice, but I also want to be able to work in it. And that whenever I wear a dress, I was so trained, you know, like, you don't do housework in a dress, basically. And I just want to wear vintage style fashion. So I've come to the conclusion that I'm more modern vintage. And vintage as in a few of the little things, like wear a brooch, wear a nice blouse, wear some slacks, more slacks than pants. It's really hard to find slacks these days. It's really hard to find those, for me anyway. And then, like, when you're doing housework, wear really nice jeans. I found out that I actually really like skinny jeans, not like the high-end skinny jeans, like from Walmart skinny jeans, which they are actually very comfortable. The Walmart skinny jeans, they are very comfortable. So I just, you know, pick and everything like that. I'm more classy than full-on vintage. I mean, if I could, I would wear full-on vintage every day if I was a woman of leisure or wasn't a housewife. I'd probably, if I had like a job, like a high-end job, I would probably be able to pay for all that stuff, but I can't. And I don't monetize my videos because I feel like this should be more for an enjoyment type of hobby instead of money making. Yeah, so my dream for 2018, I was almost going to say 2017, but it is 2017, is to hopefully be able to go shopping more and get some more things that would fit my style. And the problem with the journey of losing weight, and I'm on the journey of losing weight, is will the clothes fit by the time I reach my goal? Will they fit? Like, well, are they going to be loose or what, you know? So I don't know whether I'm going to buy like clothes in like 2 different sizes or to just put it off. I don't know. I'm just hoping that by the time I reach my goal, things will be better, you know? So, and I'll have a better style, better sense of fashion. I do have a good sense of fashion. It's just convenience and not being able to get the things that I want. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and edit the crap out of this thing and hopefully post it by the end of this day. And I got some housework to do. That's another reason why I'm wearing this. Yeah, I'm gonna go. And yeah, so this is just something I've just been wanting to talk about for a while. My fashion sense. If you look in the past videos from when I first started, I had a pretty good fashion sense, and I used to wear this on days that like I looked like crap, and so I felt like crap, but I also wanted to post a video. So this is one of those shirts where it's like, I feel like crap, but hey, look, I got kitties. Yeah, so I'm just, identity crisis, basically. This is what this video is. So I'm gonna go, and I will see you all on Wednesday for a weight update, and I'm hoping that I lose weight. Fingers crossed. So I'm gonna go, bye.